In the dusty outskirts of a forgotten mill town in the American Midwest, where the summer sun baked the cracked asphalt and wildflowers pushed through chain-link fences like defiant hopes, lived little Eliza Rose. At 7 years old, she was a sprite of sunlight, golden curls tied with faded ribbons, freckles like scattered stars across her button nose, and eyes the color of cornflower blue skies, innocent windows to a world that had already bruised her tender heart. Eliza's days were a patchwork of playground swings and whispered secrets with her mother, Amelia Hart, a woman whose laughter once rang like wind chimes but now carried the weight of endless shifts at the local diner. Amelia's husband had vanished years ago, leaving behind a trail of empty bottles and broken promises. Mother and daughter clung to each other in their sagging clapboard house, where love was the rent they paid against the world's cruelty. That sweltering Friday evening, the rumble of thunder on two wheels shattered the town's quiet hum. The Iron Wolves Motorcycle Club, legends in leather and chrome, guardians of the open road, rolled into the diner's parking lot for a pit stop. Their bikes, gleaming beasts with snarling engines, lined up like sentinels. At the helm was Jackson, Hawk, Riley, a 45-year-old tower of quiet strength, his face etched with scars from desert wars and barroom brawls, but his hazel eyes held the steady glow of a man who'd lost too much to fear anything. Beside him rode his brothers in arms, Ethan, Storm, Blackwood, broad-shouldered and brooding with a beard like a thundercloud, Liam, Fox, Donovan, quick-witted with a roguish grin and tattoos that told tales of redemption, and the rest of the pack, hardened souls bound by a creed etched in blood, protect the innocent, crush the wicked. They ordered black coffee and burgers, swapping stories of mile-high horizons, oblivious to the shadows closing in nearby. The diner's screen door flew open with a desperate creak, and Eliza burst through like a storm-tossed petal. Her pinafore dress, once white, was smeared with dirt and tears, her curls wild, her face a mask of anguish. She darted straight for the biker's table, colliding with Jackson's knee, her tiny hands clutching his denim-clad leg as sobs racked her fragile frame. "Mister, please, you gotta help. They're beatin' my mama." The words tumbled out in a torrent, raw and ragged. In the alley behind the diner, bad men, the boss and his friends, she said no to their money, and now, she's screamin'. "Mama's all I got. Don't let em hurt her." Eliza's blue eyes locked onto Jackson's, pleading with a trust born of fairy tales and fading faith. "You're big, like knights. Save her, please." Time fractured in that heartbeat. Jackson's coffee mug paused midair, his massive hand descending gently to cup the crown of her head, a shield against the storm. The diner's chatter died, forks clattered. Ethan's jaw tightened, his knuckles whitening around his mug. "Who, kiddo?" Jackson's voice was gravel wrapped in velvet. Low, commanding, laced with the fury of a protector awakened. Eliza hiccuped through tears. "3 of M. Drunk. Mr. Harlan, the owner, he wants Mama to do bad things for extra cash. She won't, so they dragged her out back." Liam was already on his feet, fire in his emerald eyes. "Wolves," he growled, the word a summons. Ethan nodded, his voice a rumble, "for the little one, and her ma. Let's hunt." They moved like shadows in a saga, a brotherhood forged in fire. Jackson scooped Eliza into his arms, light as a whisper, and carried her to his Harley, settling her on the leather seat with the tenderness of a father long denied. "Stay put, little Rose," he murmured, brushing a tear from her cheek. "We've got this. Wolves don't let lambs fall." Her nod was fierce, tiny fists gripping the handlebars as engines roared to life, a symphony of vengeance that shook the lot. Gravel sprayed as they circled the diner, a pack descending, the air electric with purpose. Onlookers froze. Whispers spread like wildfire. The Iron Wolves, they're intervening. In the fetid alley, reeking of garbage and despair, Amelia lay crumpled against a dumpster, her auburn hair matted with blood, her diner uniform torn. Harlan, a bloated tyrant with fists like hams, loomed over her, sneering, "You think you're too good, whore. Pay up or bleed out." His cronies, Two sneering louts with beer guts and brass knuckles held her wrists, their laughter a vile chorus as she gasped, "Not in front of my girl." Her thoughts were a prayer. "Eliza, run, find safety." The alley's mouth exploded in thunder. Bikes blocked the exit. Leather-clad titans dismounted, a wall of unyielding justice. Jackson strode forward first, his boot connecting with Harlan's knee in a crack like lightning. The man howled, crumpling. "Touch her again," Jackson thundered, voice echoing off bricks like Judgment Day, "and I'll bury you under the road you crawled from." Ethan seized one thug by the collar, slamming him into the wall with controlled fury. "For every bruise on that woman, for the tears of her child, you pay double." Liam danced like a phantom, disarming the other with a twist that popped joints like gunfire. "This ain't a fight, it's a reckoning. You prey on the weak. We end predators." They didn't kill. Wolves had honor, not savagery, but their justice was swift. Broken bones, shattered egos, Harlan's face a canvas of regret. Amelia lifted her head, vision blurring through swollen eyes, and saw not monsters, but saviors, angels on steel steeds. "Eliza," she whispered, fear melting into awe. The bikers knelt, Ethan draping his jacket over her shoulders, warm as a hug from fate. "Easy, Mom," he said softly. "Your girl's safe." Storms passed. They carried Amelia to the light, emerging into the lot where Eliza waited, a beacon of wide-eyed wonder. "Mama." The child leaped into her arms, their reunion a balm that mended the world's fractures. Amelia, cradling her daughter, looked up at Jackson with eyes shining through tears. You came from nowhere. Like guardians." He knelt, his scarred hand gentle on Eliza's curls. "Nowhere. Roads lead everywhere, Mom. And we follow the cries that need answering." From that night, the wolves became family. Jackson footed Amelia's medical bills, her fractured ribs healing under skilled hands. Ethan found her a job at their clubhouse bar. Fair pay, no shadows. Liam taught Eliza to ride a tricycle, like a fox on the prowl, her laughter echoing through rides to lakeside picnics, where the pack shared stories under starlit skies, guitars strumming ballads of the lost and found. Harlan and his ilk, cuffed and carted off by sirens the wolves had tipped. Town whispers turned to cheers. Bikers ain't devils, there are devil's enders. A year on, at the club's annual rally, engines bellowing, bonfires blazing, Eliza, in a pint-sized leather vest with a wolf pup patch, tugged Jackson's sleeve. "Uncle Hawk, are you really a wolf?" He chuckled, hoisting her onto his shoulders. "Nah, Petal. With a pack. And you're our spark, the one who lit the fire." Amelia stood arm in arm with Ethan, a quiet spark kindling between them, her smile unshadowed. "You gave us wings," she said. Jackson tipped his head. "Truth is, you reminded us why we ride, for the roads that led home." In the hush of those endless highways, as Eliza dreamed of adventures untold, Amelia knew, cruelty crumbles before courage's roar. For sometimes, salvation arrives not in silence, but in the thunder of brothers who hear a child's cry, and answer with hearts of iron and souls of gold. Thank you for watching this story till the end. Sparkles, if it touched your heart, please support us. Thumbs up, give it a like. Speech balloon, share your thoughts in the comments. Bell, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Your support helps us create more stories that inspire and make you believe in miracles. Your participation means a lot to us. Heart.